We're here at the wonderful Emsworth Sailing Club in the sunshine with a few volunteers to highlight some of the features of what to look for when buying a modern life jacket for your junior sailor. As a junior sailor, if you're going out on a dinghy perhaps, and you're going out in a topper or an oppie, you'd be looking to wear a PFD, a buoyancy aid, which is 50 newtons of buoyancy, and it'll help aid your flotation in the water. So you'll need to swim as well, but it'll certainly aid your flotation. Very good because nothing activates, it just helps you float in the water and keeps you buoyant. For the junior sailor going out perhaps on a keel boat or a yacht, when they're younger and they're a toddler or a small child, they'd wear a fixed foam life jacket like this one here. This one's actually a life jacket harness, and again this type of life jacket will roll you over in the water should you be face down. And in particular, this sort of life jacket will fit children up to around about 10 years old. But certainly when you get to around the age of 7 or 8 years old, children often find these become quite bulky. The collars in particular become quite uncomfortable to wear. And at that point you can start looking at other options like an inflatable life jacket. You can see here a little bit more compact because it doesn't have the foam structure, but when you fall in the water, the life jacket inflates and the bladder will give you that buoyancy you need, and it will turn you over so your face is not straight down in the water. When choosing a life jacket for a junior sailor, it's very much about the weight to start with of the person. So life jackets and buoyancy aids are given a weight rating, and you must match the size to ensure that you're in the weight category. So for the inflatable life jacket, the Cento, that's actually a 20 to 50 kilos person weight. However, it's also very important to check the fit also. So just because you might fall into the weight category, you very much need to check that it fits properly. Some of the things you need to check when you fit are a nice secure fit around the chest, and certainly the fit on the shoulders as well. You don't want the product falling off of the shoulders, and also you want to make sure that when it's secured it can't lift up too much. Again, some life jackets will have a crotch strap which will also stop that happening. A children in an adult life jacket unfortunately will generally mean that you've got too much buoyancy, so the life jacket won't perform correctly in the water, and also it probably won't fit correctly, so that it's at risk of perhaps pulling off over the child's head and basically causing them difficulty to aid themselves in the water. So Miles is going to show how to sort of fit and adjust a PFD. So it very simply goes on over the head. This one's got a side zip adjustment, but you'll also find it's quite common to have a front zip adjustment. Got a keeper there just to help keep the zip nice and secure when you're out sailing. Got an adjustment on the side, helps bring the buoyancy aid in nice and close to the chest, again so to stop it rising up a little bit should you be in the water. If you turn around there, you can see it fits really nicely across the back of the body, a nice fit around the back of the chest. And on the front, features that you might find on a buoyancy aid, you've got pockets for perhaps putting your racing course in, or a snack, or similar. So the life jacket goes on over the head. You pass your arm through from the side, goes over the top, and then you look to secure the life jacket around the chest. The buckle has been designed to be extremely child-friendly, really easy to use at night time or with cold fingers. So you secure it up nice and tight around the chest there, and then we've got a belt tidy here that just takes away the excess belt. You then want to get a nice fit up on the shoulders, a bit like a rucksack. You want it nicely fitting so it takes the weight up on the shoulders. So you've got an adjustment on the back there that helps pull the life jacket away from the back of the neck, makes it more comfortable to wear for longer periods. Crotch strap that passes through the legs and secures underneath the bottom of the life jacket, clips into place. This can be adjusted as well just to get a nice fit around any salopettes or wetsuit, whatever you might be wearing, and it helps stop the life jacket riding up both when you're wearing it and also it should be inflated in the water. On the features, you've got the safety line loop on the front there, so that's a clipping on point for your safety line. It keeps you attached to the deck. The life jacket is an automatic life jacket, so when you fall in the water, it'll automatically inflate. The zip breaks open there through that special weak point. But should it not inflate, you have got the manual activation there, which is a manual pull cord, and you give that a tug and the life jacket will inflate for you. So Georgie's going to get into the swimming pool in her PFD buoyancy aid and show a little bit about the differences perhaps in the flotation that you see with this type of vest. Georgie's in the water here in her buoyancy aid. Maybe she's capsized out of her fever, and you can see that the buoyancy aid is helping aid her flotation. It's allowing her to swim, move around, and if she wants to start bringing the boat back upright, very easy to do so in this type of inflation vest. As you can see, the buoyancy vest is a really nice fit. It's fitting very closely to the body, it's not rising up at all, and it's really helping aid her flotation, but also as a good swimmer, that's also very important when wearing this type of inflation vest. Life jackets are manufactured to the ISO standard for life jackets, ISO 12402, and as a manufacturer that gives us guidance on the type of materials and construction that can be used in that life jacket. But the standard also dictates how the life jacket must perform in the water, and that's very much what we're going to see here now as Bella gets into the water. So Bella's in the water and the life jacket has inflated. You can see it's 100 newtons of buoyancy, so it's giving her quite a lot of lift in the water. Her legs are floating at around 45 degrees, which is the angle at which you're supposed to float in the water when wearing a life jacket. And her head's very much lifted out of the water, allowing her to breathe. If she was to turn onto her front, so if she had fallen into the water unconscious, the life jacket would roll you over onto your back. Other features that you can see there on the life jacket bladder, you've got the oral inflation tube, which would allow you to put more air in or let a little bit of air out if it's uncomfortable. You've got the whistle for aiding attention. You've got the lifting strop here, clearly marked lift here. That's what the rescue authorities, or indeed any rescuer, would use to lift you out of the water, perhaps into a boat or even the helicopter. And then on the other side of the bladder there, you've got the CO2 cylinder and the water activated cartridge, which sensed the water as Bella fell in.